Good morning everybody, my name's Michael Tingate and I'm the Foodstore Operator here at Werribee Open Range Zoo. We've got a lot of animals to feed, so let's get into it. So it's based off what the keepers need first essentially. I start at 7, make sure the stuff that they need for the morning is ready so they can grab their food and just start their round. So at the moment I'm actually making up the OBP food for the day. This is just the seed mix that we make and add our supplements to. The Plains Wanderers food and the OBP food are the first things, because there are things like this that I can only do the day of. So at Werribee we have the gorillas, 3 gorilla boys, and then a troop of vervet monkeys. So right now this is the food for the gorillas. So the part of their diet that I prepare is their greens and their vegetables. Between the 3 boys it's 15 kilos of greens and then about 5 kilos of vegetables between the 3 of them. But yes, it is just one day's portion of food for the 3 boys. So you've got 2 buckets each with 7.5 kilos in it, which 7.5 kilos, just saying. Mataba, being as he's an older animal, he gets a little bit of special treatment in that he gets an extra 300 grams of cooked sweet potato. No, I much prefer it when it's nice and quiet in my kitchen. Usually I have the space to myself, and then when everyone comes in here and makes a noise, they usually make a mess as well. So I prefer it clean and tidy and less people. So there is obviously the main proportion of their diet, which is the stuff they need to be healthy, just like we have foods we need to eat to be healthy. And then the keepers have the ability to offer the animals what we refer to as enrichment. Now enrichment can be a variety of things. One of those things can be a food enrichment, something that they wouldn't normally get in their diet that's a bit exciting for the animal and just provides mental stimulation. As part of the enrichment, they'll often offer it in a way that makes it a little bit challenging for the animal to get to. So it can be a puzzle feeder. It's all part of keeping their minds active. So now I'm preparing the training food for the savannah guys for tomorrow. So this first bucket is for the giraffe, and they use this food to do the training in the yards and out on the savannah every day. So we've now come down to the lion house to do the preparation for the carnivores. So because we store all the meat separately from the fruit and veg, freezes down at the lion house. Now I've divvied up the lion food, now moving on to serval training food, which is again majority beef, but we do a bit of beef and then a bit of kangaroo meat as well, just for added variety, make it more of a high value. The animal never knows which bit of meat it's going to get. So all our carcasses we get through our suppliers, all ethically sourced through licensed suppliers. We have the ability to chop them up if required, but in most cases we leave them whole because it provides more of an activity feed for like the lions or the African wild dogs. And you put the carcass out whole and it promotes social feeding. So my last major job of preparing food for everyone for tomorrow is actually making sure that the keepers have enough pellets for the day. I buy in 6 ton of these pellets every 3 to 4 weeks. And the keepers use this as the browse or grass substitute for a lot of the animals out on the savannah. So now it is the end of my day. I'm just cleaning up, sweeping up, emptying my bins, and I'm gonna head home for the day. And then I'll come back again at 7 o'clock in the morning and do this all again. The animals always need feeding.